Hello, everybody. Welcome to Consistently Creative Crew. I am Colleen along with Cheryl and Kari. We make up Consistently Creative Crew, and we're here tonight to walk you through the Your Own Way Simple Page Kit number 6. We'll be doing it, I'll be demonstrating it traditional paper, and Kari will be showing how to do it digitally. As with the simple page kits, there's really not much complicated, except this time there happens to be a lot of small cuts. And if you see that they take those small pieces and make them go on either side of your prints to make it look like it's a big long piece of paper, but it's really not. It's just a little short piece of paper. It also comes with a sticker sheet. And then if you purchase the bundle together, you get this additional sticker, Play All Day, Summer, Outdoors. And it always comes with two base papers that are already decorated on one side. And then the cut apart. Here's our cut apart. And we have a lot of small cuts over here, but that's okay. We will get through it. Is my video it's lagging?
It froze and now it's back.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah, I saw it go slow. Okay. Is there anything that I didn't cover?
I think you got it all.
Yep,
Okay.
I think you're good.
All right, so I'm going to cut this apart on the line between 3 and 5. So I make sure, and I'm going to do it on this side, so I make sure I get the correct line. And then we can turn it over and cut our big 4 mats. It's so nice with the trimmer that you can put it down and look at the gauge to make sure that it's going to capture. It's going to cut right on the line for you. So now I'm just going to cut apart. And these photo mats are 4x6 because we're cutting our photos smaller. So we cut at 4 inches and then rotate and cut at 6. And look, with the new trimmer, you don't have to do anything. It's right there. Actually, yeah. You don't have to open the arm or anything. It's right there for you. So now you have your 4 mats. I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. And they are 4x6. And now we have our 3 pieces, 3 different colored paper to cut. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to cut them apart where the color changes. So you get a crisp line. Excuse my head. Okay. I can bring it down to the bottom, but I have to see the top of my head. And then you can turn them over to cut them apart. So now let me go back up. The numbers aren't going to really help anybody. This square is 4x4. And you're going to cut it into 2x2 squares. So you have 4 2x2 squares. And this piece, the blue, is 3x4. You're going to cut it in half. So it's 1.5. One and a half by 2. I love that I don't have to do any math. I just cut on the lines. It's a beautiful thing. And now we have 4 strips. So this piece of paper is 4 by 5, and you're cutting 1-inch strips. So it'll be 1 inch by 5. So that is for cutting paper. We have all of our pieces. Make sure I can. And play around with where you want the base papers have blue and yellow splotches. This is how the sample has them arranged. The blue at the top and the yellow down. And you take the 4 1-inch strips, place them at the top and the bottom. I'm going to say it's about 2 inches in. And your photo mats, 2 landscape on the left-hand side. Oh my goodness, I did the wrong. On this side, I put it the wrong way. It's on the outside. Two landscape on the left-hand side and 2 portrait on the right-hand side. And obviously you adjust based on whatever your photos are. And then take the 2 by 2 squares and put it under the bottom on the left-hand side. Just let a little bit peek out, and then do the same on the right-hand side on the far right. I'm going to make sure the lines go the same way on my piece of paper. The green, the stripes, I have them going up and down. And then you take your 1.5 by 2 inch pieces and place them on top of the green ones. Just slid in a little bit more. Stacked like blocks. Okay. These two just want to stick together. So as you can see, they have these two a little bit closer to the right-hand side. They're not centered. You can do whatever works best for you. They're leaving this open for embellishments. And the photos are 5.5 by 3.5 on the left-hand side and 3.5 by 5.5 on the right-hand side. You could adjust these if you wanted to put in more photos. You could put a 4 by 4 over here, or a 3.5 by 4. Slide these over a little bit. You know, it's just it's just a suggestion as to what you would do with it. You do whatever works best. You can rotate these. Let's say you have all landscape. So you could rotate. I might do it like this so that they were opposite of each other and move the edges to the top and the bottom so they mirror each other. But again, whatever works best for you. Does anyone have any questions?
No.
No, I think that was good.
Okay. We can take a pause while everyone.
So while we finish up the traditional layouts, I thought I would take some time and go through how to create this digitally. And it's very similar to what Colleen was just sharing with us. Traditionally, there are a lot more pieces than there are normally with Creative Memories. But the pages have basically the identical items on them, and just they're in different orientations on the two pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the left page. I am then going to mirror image it for the right. It's not going to do a whole lot for us, and then I'll just be able to move things around. So when I was looking at the pieces that they have here, it was a little bit challenging to figure out, how much were they actually putting behind the mats like Colleen was showing, and how much was actually visible, or was it all visible? So I just took a guess as I was doing it, and we'll go ahead and do that. So this is the cutting guide for the pieces on the designer paper that's cut. But first, we'll go ahead and create the design on the base papers. And it's fairly easy because it's just a 1-inch frame around this white sheet of paper, and there are 2 masks. So I want to just show you where you can get some masks depending on what kind of kits you have. But there's a lot of free ones that are available within the digital art store. So you can take a look at those. So before I get started, I am going to grab a snip of the layout as it is finally, with all of the pieces on here. And sorry, it's very congested because there's a lot of pieces, so I have a lot of measurements to go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that on my page that I'm going to work on, and I'm going to go take it back out of 2-page view, and I'm just going to paste that and put it off to the side. So I want to show you in the digital art, I have a category where I put all of the free items that we can get from forever, because I want to have some idea of what's available sometimes when we're doing training. So in here, you can see a lot of embellishments. They're all in a kit that is free. So I'm just going to scroll through this. Try to look, I'm looking for some masks that might be appropriate. So I could use some of these, like this one, and I could fill it with a color. I have, there are some other ones here that are already filled, but this one has snowflakes, so maybe I don't really want that. This has some design in it, but this could be really good if it meets the theme that you're using. But it also could be used on your page, and then you could fill it with another color or another paper. This one is one that is already there, and I think I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to double click so I can see what it was in. And it was in Pixels to Pages New Beginning Sampler Kit. So now I'll be able to find that. So I am going to go back here into the content panel on the right-hand side, and I'm going to find that New Beginnings kit. Yes, there are a lot of free kits. New Beginning Sampler Kit, and you can see that it's right here. And I think this is one that I've used in the past. It's a pretty nice mask, and if you turn it, rotate it, resize it, you can do quite a bit with it, and it's very flexible. So like most of the time when I'm creating a page, I'm going to go ahead and insert a rectangle that is the same size as my 12 by 12 page. And I don't want it to have a stroke. And I'm going to sample this beige and click create. This prevents me from having to use the background to be the thing that I'm going to be adjusting. And then I know I have a 10 by 10 piece of white. And that's what's going to give me, in effect, a 1-inch frame around the entire white part. So I can go ahead and I can go to the home ribbon, click arrange, align, and center on page. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to double click and add 2 masks. I'm just going to add 2 of these. I'm going to fill them with different colors. So I'm going to fill this one with this peachy color. And the way I can do that is by going to the quick access toolbar, click on fill, click on the drop down, get a color. I'm just going to try to pick that. That's really not as peach color. There we go. That's a little more peach color. And I am going to just resize it a little bit so it looks a little different. This one was blue up here, so I'm going to do the same thing. Select it, go up to the quick access toolbar on the fill drop down arrow, and now I'm going to sample that blue color. And I think this one I'm just going to rotate. Maybe I'll rotate it even a little bit more. So it's like that. So now I have those 2 masks. That's basically the base papers that Colleen started with when she was getting started traditionally. So now we have a number of pieces to add. So I'm just going to start with the top. We have these dark brown pieces and they're 5 inches by 1 inch. So I'm going to insert those 5 by 1. I'm going to fill it with that dark. It's almost black. And that's going to end up over here. And I'm going to do Control C, Control V, and put it down at the bottom. And I can see by my alignment helpers here that I've got it perfectly centered under the one on the top. So even using that, I don't have to use any extra tools to do that. I'm just going to click save because I've done a number of things. I am going to go ahead and do these photo mats and the photo pieces, and then I'm going to set in these little squares and rectangles. So I'm going to insert a shape.
Just a minute.
6 by 4.
Okay.
And I'm going to fill this with this brown color. And I'm going to add the empty frame. And this was 5.5 by 3.5. And now I'm going to select the photo frame and the mat, and I'm going to use the quick access toolbar to align with the 2nd and the 5th. I'm going to go ahead and group that for right now because I want to copy and paste it and add another one. Now I'm not really sure where these are going to end up because I'm going to need to get those little pieces on here also. So I'm just going to leave them there for right now. So the green pieces are 2 by 2. The blue pieces are 1.5 by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and add those. So insert rectangle. The 2 by 2 is the green. And I'll sample the color. And sometimes people ask, why do I use the same colors that Creative Memories used when I'm doing all of these? And it's partially because I find it easier to design it initially and then to change all of the colors later on, because it can get very confusing if I don't. Now you can see what I've done here is I've run out of room. So in order to put this on here, I'm going to have to nudge everything over a little bit. And based on all of this, I determined that it had to go under a little bit, because if I've got 2 plus 6 plus 2, that is exactly 10, which is all I have space for there. So, but that is not what their picture shows. So this ended up underneath a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to drag them in my elements panel underneath, and I'm going to say that's good. And then I have the blue ones. So I'm going to go ahead and insert shape rectangle. These are 1.5 by 2. These are light blue. Okay, and I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste. And then these end up down here. And you can tuck these behind if you want. You don't have to. Might want them behind the photos, but not behind the green. And they are aligned. So I'll just make certain that's all aligned. And then I think I'm good. It looks pretty much like the sample here. So I'm going to go ahead. I will mirror image it. And the only reason I'm mirror imaging it is because then I know that these dark strips at the top and the bottom will end up in the exact right place. Otherwise, I would probably duplicate it. Since it brings in the mirror image in the place where that page was, I have to drag it to the other side. Let's get that back in order to have it. So I'm just going to view it in 2-page so you can see. So now you can see that this dark brown strip is perfectly symmetrical on the 2 pages. But now I need to get the second page here straightened out, because now I need the orientations are wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and ungroup this. I'm going to delete this one because since I have to fix it, I might as well fix it and then copy it. 3.5 by 5.5, and now this one's going to be 4 by 6. And the nice thing is that it's still centered. I can check it, but it's not going to move. So I'm going to go ahead and group, and then I'm going to copy and paste. And now I have these. And I know these are going to end up here. This is going to be down here someplace. And again, I know that the green is going to have to be tucked in somewhat because it's not going to fit. So what I'm going to do, I'll group these 2 photos. I'm just going to distribute them horizontally so they're kind of centered. Actually, I think I'll do it vertically too. And then I'll ungroup. And then I will move this green so it's centered with the one at the bottom. Now these 2 blue pieces, they're going the wrong direction. So I can select both of them and change them both at the same time. So 2 by 1.5. And I can tuck it in here, and I can tuck this other one in here. Can use the alignment helpers to help make certain that I've got them lined up. And I think that is everything. So just going to share their layout again. And I'll share theirs. So you can see here, I've got the strips, all 4 little pieces, the photo mats, the photos. On the other side, the orientation's a little bit different. And I think that's everything. So hopefully that helps you with creating that. And then I will try to turn it back over and we'll wrap up when everybody gets a chance to finish their page.
Thanks, Kari.
Wow.
Okay, welcome back. Here is my completed layout. I did not stretch myself this evening. I just went along with the suggested embellishments and put them exactly where they had them. I did do a little bit different. I added a peekaboo pocket because we all know I can't limit myself in the photographic department. So I used the mat on here, and then underneath I added another photo mat in the green, and a green one here, so that I could have extra photos. Because that's just how I roll. I don't edit well. I think it came together very well. I love
Amazing.
the pieces
Yes.
of paper that look like
Yeah.
you have big long strips that you don't. So that's a good idea to take into your traditional or digital scrapbooking is, just use a little piece and make it look like it's a strip going
Yeah.
top to bottom, side to side.
Nice.
Let's see, who else did it traditionally would like to share?
I'll go to Cheryl's table.
Okay,
Yep.
Oh, pretty.
nice.
So
Oh, yes.
yeah, I had to
Okay.
eliminate. I didn't use this
That's fine.
piece,
You don't need
but
to.
I did use the idea, and
Yeah.
I cut these pieces.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to cut my photos down, and
Sure.
I had a bunch of mats from the wedding collection that I've been working with. So I had lots of mats left, and I had some lasers, and I just wanted to share. I have this layout, which is the perfect match, the intro simple page kit.
Hmm.
So that is, I think, is that an advisor exclusive possibly?
Maybe.
It's in the back office,
I think
but it's
so.
another simple page kit. So anyway, same wedding patterns as I've been using, and I did do a whole bunch of peekaboo pockets, Colleen. Look.
I'm so proud of you, Sharon.
Ta-da!
Look at that.
I don't usually use them
Nice.
because I turn these into digital scrapbooks with Kari on forever, but I'm going to give this album to my son so I can do the top pictures, and then he was kind of goofing around with his groomsmen. So anyway, so their goofy pictures are under there, and they'll
Nice.
enjoy the flap situation. So anyway,
Nice.
to share, there are other page kits if anybody's interested in that the advisors can get for you if you have any interest.
That's so pretty.
Nice. It is. It's very
Yes.
pretty.
It is. It's beautiful.
Colors are perfect. Looks like the day was awesome.
Yeah, this particular the perfect match, they're calling this the wedding collection that can literally be any color wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think it can. I think it's the colors are enough that they can pretty much go with any color, which is great.
It's awesome.
That's what you want.
Yep.
Okay, Deanna.
Yeah, mine is also not stretching myself.
That's
but-
okay. Oh, those flowers are
photos.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Right.
Walnut
Oh, I
gardens.
like it.
Pretty.
Very
Yeah.
pretty.
Oh,
Nice.
you look like you
Nice.
had a nice day.
I
Happy
did. It was
smile.
beautiful.
That's awesome.
Absolutely beautiful. I changed up some of the stickers because
Mhm.
when we went, it was like the first weekend in May. I don't really think it was summer necessarily, but I
That's
still
good.
use the bulk of them.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay, digital people.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I can share mine.
Okay.
Am I getting one more button?
Mhm.
Try
There's
that.
lots of buttons to hit.
I
right?
know it.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
Very pretty. Yep.
nice.
That's
Look at
great.
those colors.
So bright. Very vibrant.
Great.
Yes.
I wasn't
I
sure. I
like
just
it.
went every which way. But anyway, thank you.
I like your
Yeah.
blotches. They're good.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Nice.
almost like this was designed for those stacks of boxes.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
it's like
Oh,
perfect.
Thank you.
very nice.
I'm still
Yeah.
working on it. Got a couple more things to add, but
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
I like it.
Looks good.
Lola,
Yep. I'm ready. Let's see.
I love seeing how different sometimes the digital can be from the original. It just makes me think about how you can take this recipe even traditionally and do it differently.
Oh,
But again,
Aw,
very different.
it is.
Oh, look at
The
my boy.
puppies.
He's so cute.
Ah,
Love
And
it.
the ducks. Ducks,
Oh,
ducks,
love it.
geese, geese.
That's cute.
Piece of-
Canadian
Yeah.
geese.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh,
Looks great.
nice.
Nice colors.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Lynn. Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Look at
pretty.
those
Very
colors.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
you made big strips.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's easier that way, I think.
That's what I did.
All of them
Just
are
cut the whole
all
strip.
right. All of them
Yep.
are long strips. So
Yep.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Not
probably
like you're
easier.
wasting paper, right?
Exactly.
Right. I'm not wasting any paper. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Who else? Kari?
Yep.
Ooh.
Pretty.
Oh,
Wow.
look, those colors.
Thanks.
Beautiful colors. Yes.
Thank
Yes, it
you.
is.
cool looking.
Yeah, well, it's a collector's edition midsummer mix. I was really just trying to go with stuff that would pull out that orange card,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Good job.
You did.
and the orange needs that blue. So,
Right.
Pretty.
Great.
Nice.
Perfect.
this is one of those times where they were on a roller coaster and I just kept on snapping pictures
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
get
Okay.
them because
Yeah.
they're just moving and
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I kept on snapping.
Trying to get the perfect shot. Yeah. Worked good.
Trying. Very good. And so it's a good story. All right, Colleen, thank you so much.
Thank
Yes.
you, everybody, for joining us. We
Thank you.
Simple Page Kit number 6. Be on the lookout for when the new bundle comes together, the third quarter bundle for this Your Own Way Simple Page Kits.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Thanks. And free shipping right now from Creative Memories if anyone's interested.
That's
Nice.
I
correct.
took advantage of it already.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Nice.
Nice, Anna.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Thanks
you.
very
Night.
much.
Night.
Everybody, good
Good
night.
night.